We have spring Chinook that come into the river, Columbia River, and they're headed up to the tributaries where they were hatched in, or naturally spawned in. And that could be in the Willamette system, all the way all the way up above the dams and all the way to Idaho. Your fish that are traveling farther, like say Idaho, in my opinion, traditionally have a little bit more oil content in them because they got to go so far and then hang out until they spawn, in October, November. So those I feel are a little bit more richer in flavor because they have more oil, and so they'll have a darker face, they'll have darker bellies, where like our fish that are going into the Willamette, for example, they're a little bit lighter, their bellies are snow white, they don't have that far to go opposed to your Idaho fish. We're talking 110 miles and you're in the Willamette from the ocean. And there is a difference in fat content. Obviously, any spring Chinook's a great spring Chinook. You're going to have higher fat content than your summer or fall fish. By far, the better fish is in the spring.
So the fish come around that island and they work up this ledge, and we're sitting right on the edge of the ledge, and boats will be stacked up right through here, and we're just waiting for the fish to come around.
Have you messed with that at all?
No, because I've messed with how far out I'm behind the boat. So like these back crotches are from like 70 to 80, 85. It should be about 50 or 60. And it's been really
everybody has a different opinion about the wall of death or the VD. When I was fishing clam a lot, I would do a staggered loop like this, and then I'd drop a herring right in the middle, so if they hit a plug, they come in with a plug, and then finally pick up.
I do like it.
You can put nice sticker. Pull some line off, baby. Yeah, dude. Yeah, finally.
A lot of guys will get their gear out in a certain way. Some guys will back bounce them out. Some guys will cast out their leads with their plugs. Kind of go a little old school. What I do is I'll cast my lead out and kind of get it in the exact position I want. My desired length out. And what I do, get everything ready to go. On main line. Make sure everything's not tangled up, the hooks aren't fouled. Just send it down the line. Just like that. I know my gear's working all the time and nothing's fouled. And we're in the exact position we need to be in. That's how I do it.
Here. Oh, there you go.
Nice and slow.
Yeah!
You are.
Yeah, baby! Back in the game!
Back in the day.
Different conditions of the day, whether it's sunny, overcast, will determine what color of plugs I use. On overcast days, I like a little darker plug, like a green or a bronze or something like that, opposed to on a nice bright sunny day, we'll have a lot of chrome out with some different colors like chartreuse or red or pink.
It's just dancing, all of a sudden, boom, bam. And they stand up and like, what the? Bam. Just pegs.
Yeah.
No need to set the hook with this going on.
Yeah.
Current, braid. Top part, because if the water current line hits that and it kind of folds over, your plug's not going to be swimming right. So when you're wrapping plugs, stay on the, obviously wrap the crap out of this area, but you want to have at least 4 in that front area. Oh, yeah. Not me, I didn't do it.
Nice.
That's a pretty dang good wrap. Good job, man.
Obviously, when we got a lot of current, the plug is wiggling and the rod tip is bouncing pretty rapidly, which creates sound, vibration, noise that attract these fish. I feel that with the tide slowing down and your plug slowing down, you know, at a certain point where these fish are now moving and they find your plug, I feel like that the slower, medium paced wiggle opposed to a quick paced wiggle on these plugs seem to work pretty good on getting these fish going and biting.
Oh. Oh my God, that's a
With our plug bites, using the quick fish, a lot of times what can occur is you'll get just a quick snap, a little takedown to where the rod's buried and peeling line out. And still, when you get those conditions, we may not have the fish hooked. It's just one of those things, you know, I don't know why. It just happens, whether you fish loose drags or tight drags initially, there's no rhyme or reason. pinch points is what I'm looking for when I'm trying to set up on anchor for these fish. Ledges, these fish will work ledges, pinch points, but you just got to find the travel lanes. And obviously, the rivers are can be very wide. Those fish could be traveling anywhere. Basically just time and trying to figure out where, over, intel or where you've fished before and had success. Those are the things that I do to try to figure out where I'm going to set up.
Reel that one.
He's there. Dave, reel. No, Dave's that one. Leave those. Reel it up. Here, let me give you a crank. Oh, go on.
Grab this rod, reel that rod.
And if it gets in it,
Nice to have a triangular foregrip. That's why we like the triangular foregrip. Maybe someday we'll have a rod out in production. I can't hit it.
you're okay. Take
Okay.
your time. Have fun. Hold it up close.
You're cool and calm. Here.
Probably take one more rotary 6 stroke. Great job.
Yeah.
Great job. I got you.
Yes!
Nice.
Early April, we got some reopeners on the Columbia River for spring Chinook. We had a closure and they did a count. And suppose we didn't have our numbers, so they gave us some reopeners, which once we get into April, we get into better opportunity of catching some spring Chinook in the Columbia River, which is good for us. So we were able to have 2 3-day openers in the Columbia River, and the opportunities were there. We had plenty of grabs, takedowns, fish on, but sometimes it just took us a lot longer to catch all of our fish to get our limit.
Cookie cutter.
Best for last, man.
Boom, hashtag. Today on the Columbia River Fish On Extreme. Just limited out on spring Chinook. Woo! We got 5 dead. A lot of opportunity. You know what? Teamwork makes the dream work. These guys are all stars.